Hey everybody, how's it going? On today's video, we are going to be talking about a lit RPG book that I have finished and really enjoyed and want to share with you. This audiobook is called Shadow Agency, a fantasy lit RPG, Shadow Agency Book 1. This is written by M.A. Carlson, performed by Zachary Johnson, Jeff Hayes, and Emma Kate Starling. This audiobook is 12 hours and 22 minutes long. And I really have enjoyed this book. It has kept me on the edge of my seat with wanting to know more and more. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of a summary and kind of set up some things so you can understand, where our main character's at. So our main character is an unnamed badger boy. He survives as an orphan in this city where he pickpockets and steals to survive and make sure he doesn't get caught, because getting caught gives a lot of trouble. He lives this way until a mysterious wolf man, yes, our main character and all the other characters within this story are anamorphic characters where they have traits of animals, their pros and their cons. Like, for instance, the main character is Badger Boy. He is nearsighted, so he doesn't have the greatest eyesight, but his other senses are heightened. He can smell, he can hear, and then in this series, you gain abilities based on what you work on. Kind of like, levels and skills, and they get better, and you can kind of work on your deficiencies. So yeah, everyone's anamorphized and anamorphized. Yeah, sorry. But it's a pretty cool, interesting interweaving of the story and how that affects not only our main character but other characters. But back to the summary. So, mysterious wolfman comes for our badger boy, wanting him for a specific job. And this badger boy is nervous. He's like, I don't know this guy. I don't know what he wants from me. But then the wolfman talks to him about his deceased mother and the past he wants to know, money and power. And he just lays out this alluring, reward for helping him with this mission. And he accepts because he wants to know more, like who's his mother. He wants to know more about, his past, and he doesn't want to be an orphan slum kid forever. And he's got to, do something about it, or just live a very suboptimal life. So he takes this mysterious wolfman's offer and he goes on the craziest journey that he has ever gone to. He is chased by a bamboo man, and he is left and right thrown into situations where he has to adapt and overcome, stay ahead of all the people that want him dead, and figure out how to survive. And he's got himself a location, a time frame, where he needs to meet people up for, information to continue on his mission. This is very secretive, very shadowy. Oh, hey. And it's just a great story in such a small amount of time. Again, this is only a 12-hour, 22-minute book. But this series this book is just so packed with, you're just on your edge of your seat wondering what the character is going to be able to do next and what he learns and how he takes that and applies it to his situation. This character has to be very hands-on, roll with the punches, and even if it's a bad situation now, how can he turn it and flip it to a good situation? And what skills can he gain? And what levels and abilities too. And it's just a great book. I'm very biased, so this is going to be a hard one to make sure that I do well, and to make sure, because again, with all of these videos I make on books, I want to do one of two things. One, you find a new book that you really enjoy, or audiobook, I guess. Or two, that you find something that this wouldn't really interest me, so I saved you time. But yeah, I'm going to leave a link in the description to the audiobook so you can get the description from the author and even get a little bit of a sample from Audible, which I'm pretty sure you will enjoy. It's a great narration team. They do a great job. So let's go ahead to some of the pros that I really enjoyed about this audiobook in particular. So the story is just always moving and always keeps you interested. There are a few times where it's kind of like a 007 lit RPG a little bit where this character has to kind of blend in and learn things and just make sure they're always one step ahead of all the people that are out for him ever since he took this mission. And I just really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the story and how that develops. Character development. This character is just, again, doesn't really know too much, always had to stick up for himself, couldn't really trust people. But as the story goes on, there's just development of the character, learning to trust people, learning to grow a little bit more, interacting with people, not always having being so pessimistic of everyone's outlook on him and what he can do and how he can trust and how he can use the friends that he gathers through to help him and overcome situations, and just also the way in which he gathers abilities and is able to use them for the betterment of the mission to finish it and get to the end so he can learn more about his mother and have a better life with better skills, better classes, and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a really great developing story. I really enjoyed that. Next, we have love for the MC. I really love this MC. This MC is just on point, and he is someone that I just am constantly wherever the author puts in the situation, this main character is just always taking it in stride. And when situations come and try to bull this character over, this character is like, well, I can be really pissed off about this, or I can make this better for myself. And the character just seems to do that. And there's situations where it's less intense, and how the character interacts with those situations is funny and hilarious. And I really enjoy how this character again develops, and just again really love the main character of the story. Next, we have the narration. I really love the narration for this. Jeff Hayes is just, he does a bang up job, and anytime he is with others, he really just shines. And sometimes even when he's not the main narrator, and there's other narrators involved, it's just, again, the narration for this whole audiobook is just a bang up job. It's done great, and I really enjoy it. And I can't get enough of Jeff, in particular Jeff Hayes' narrations and his any audiobooks that he is a part of. Cons, really, and that was really all the pros. But the cons, anything I said that you have not been I'm pretty biased. I just want to say that from right here, right then. I really enjoyed this story. It was something that I just kind of took a leap of faith on when I first read it. I was like, I don't know, maybe this is something good. Oh, Jeff Hayes is private, and I really do get some of my audiobooks from the narrators. I'm like, oh, well, if they were going to narrate it, maybe this is something worthwhile. But I always like to, read the description and get the little bit of sample that Audible gives you, because sometimes even if it has one of my favorite narrators, the audiobook doesn't, match up, and I'm just like, oh, well, that's not great. But yeah, really anything I've said that you don't find interesting, this is probably not an audiobook for you. And that's really what I have for the cons, because there's nothing really there that I can say that I don't really like, or somebody that, if you don't like my tastes, then you won't like this book. But if you're listening to what I'm saying and you're really enjoying it and you like what I have to say, then I think this is a good book to at least check out. You don't have to always, if you like what I like, you don't have to, take my word as gold. So yeah, this was Shadow Agency. I hope I at least sparked some interest, and really hope you go ahead and at least check it out. It is a pretty, I don't know if there's a book 2, but I can't wait and I hope there's more of this coming in the audiobook scene. So I'm probably gonna have to definitely check that out. But yeah, this is a great audiobook, and I would highly recommend it. Let me know in the comments what you are listening to right now. And so yeah, I would really love to read those comments and maybe find a new audiobook through your comments. All right. Well, I took a night for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later and let you get back to your audiobooks. All right. Toodles.